Hi everyone, it's Dee from Turtle Dove. How's everyone going? Today last night and the night before, I've been doing a little bit of sewing. I am prepping some pieces for journals that I want to do. I have a couple of journals planned. I think I've mentioned this before. I want to gift my sister for her birthday in July a journal. And she loves sewing. She has a room, just a sewing room. She's very talented and she makes the most beautiful clothes and things. So I thought I would make her a journal with the theme sewing, and she also likes plants, succulents like me, so I might throw some of that in as well. And I also want to make myself a journal. I have this kit that I bought from Gracie's place last year, and I am preparing, I'm going to have to go through this again to see what's there, and I'm preparing some things for myself for that too. So I thought I would show you what I've been doing so far. This is very time consuming, but I just love doing it. So yeah, this has been on and off, and then I'll just show you what I've been up to, and then I will just sew a couple just so that you can see how I do it. It's pretty easy when you see. So I just collected all my papers and lace and trim, whatever I thought I might need, and all the paper and material as well. I've used fabric as well as paper. So this one is the Winnie the Pooh paper that I bought. Absolutely gorgeous, and I made that into a pocket. That's the right side, just showed you the wrong side. So there's two little pockets here, and that can go into a page in a journal, and there's some little frill at the top in white, finished off with some beautiful gold. So I sewed the ribbon on. I stuck the ribbon on with some fabric glue, but underneath, just at the sides and the middle, to make the pockets, I used the sewing machine on that. I sewed that. Then this, if you remember, I did some fabric dyeing last year as well, and I always eventually use all the stuff that I do, so it comes in handy in different projects. But I die cut some hearts with some paper, that same Winnie the Pooh paper, which is that one. And then I just placed some lace underneath it, then sewed the heart on the top, and then sewed little bits of lace strips and bows. And I thought that turned out really nice. And I may use it as a whole, or I can cut the individual pieces. And on the end, I just put a little bit of white and gold lace trim. So I may leave that in one piece and I may not. I just want to get some things ready, so when I put things together I can sort of get an idea of what I've got. This is another piece of paper. This paper, I can't remember what collection it's from, but Soleil from Enchanted by Craft Soleil gifted me this, and I'm using it. So I just glued on these little, I don't even know what you call them, but they're sort of a peachy colour with gold trim. And again, I can cut that in half or use it as one. Could make it into a bookmark and add more lace later. Now this paper is different, this one's thinner. And which is the right way, that's it. This piece of lace is quite wide, so I sort of turned that over underneath and just sewn straight down. Pretty little envelopes, and I love the colour too, all the fawns and browns, beiges. And the same paper again, I made a little, sort of a little pocket that's open on both sides. So I might I might be able to slip something in horizontally. And I had these made previously, so I just sewed that straight onto the top. So yeah, this took me quite a while, quite a few hours of work here. It doesn't look like much, but it is fiddly sometimes. Cutting all the cotton and getting everything together. You could use both sides, but then you would see the underside of the sewing. That's the thing with some of this paper, they're so nice it's hard to choose which side to use. And look at that. My sewing machine's playing up too. I think I've got to get the tension right. Sometimes it's loose and then other times it tightens up, so I don't know much about sewing machines. That's another strip that I had previously. I thought I'd just put that straight down the middle, and look at the paper, isn't it beautiful? So, and there's that other wide lace that I used right across this paper. And then I'll put 3 different types of trims on that. That one I put at an angle. So I've picked from this. I've used quite a lot up actually, so that's good. I like using all my stuff up. I'll just put 3 strips on that one. And this one I'll put across here, and I maybe can use it as a tab or something. I'll wait and see. And I just stuck this one on. I had this in my stash. I've got to get some more of that actually. I'm running out. I've almost used all my pink hearts up. My lace hearts, because I used some for the Valentine's gold heart embellishments. I've got probably about 3 or 4 left. I had a big strip of those. So I just stuck that with some fabric glue on the doily. And I don't know if I'm going to do more to the doily or not. Be nice if I could maybe dye the edges somehow. I should have done that beforehand, but I might just leave it as is. That's quite nice. And this one I like too. I used my dyed fabric, and I bought this kit from a lady, Sonia Steptoe. She's got a channel. She's selling a few bags of offcuts of embroidery and lace and things, and so I cut that off, the flowers, and just excuse me, glued it down with some fabric glue. I could have sewn it down, but I'm not a good sewer, so I didn't want to use a machine all the way around. So again, I could use that as a page in a journal, or like 2 pages, or cut it off. I don't know, we'll see. Now this I really love. I use this very delicate though. This Winnie the Pooh paper I bought from Daiso. It's very thin, but I think it's gorgeous, and I put some lace around the edge. Looks like a handkerchief. So I love that. And then I have this, the same in white background. I'll just put some trim there with some more of my dyed fabric. I might try and put some buttons on some fabric too. Now this one, a different paper. This one's a bit thicker, and I'll just place the lace trim and made some quarters. So you might be able to slip something in there, I'm not sure. And this one is a bigger sheet, so I used the white, and I have this big machine-made, mass-produced doily that I cut up. and just sewn around there to make a little pocket, so you can place that something in there, and then just finish it off with the lace trim on the side. And lastly, these two pieces in the same paper. Again, the trim there, trim on the top, and then straight down the middle on that one. That side doesn't have anything on the other side of that. So that's it. That's what I've been doing. That's taken me on and off about 3 days, working at nights and maybe an hour or so here or there during the day. So I thought I would do one with you, one or two, or we'll see how we go. The thing is, I've got the white cotton threaded through the machine. I might just start off with the white. And I think this one's stretchy, and I don't know, I should have put it on the front or the back. Let's see what it looks like at the back. I did work this out, but my son phoned me up and I've been talking to him on the phone for an hour, so you know what, I think I'll put it on the top. So it's just a matter of, you just got to be careful when you're working with paper, not to tear anything. And I'll just go straight down. I've got to try and do some zigzagging on some fabric and stuff. I'm just a straight sewer. A straight stitch, that's what I like, nice and easy. I'll just cut that excess off when I've finished. And back down the other end. Years and years ago, I used to work in a sewing factory. Making t-shirts and things, and you were allocated one job. You'd never make the whole garment. So I was an overlocker. I would overlock cuffs and neckbands and things like that. That was so long ago. That was way back when I was dating my husband, my now husband. Right, I'm just going to trim that down. And look at that. It just gives it a beautiful vintage romantic feel, I think. And I love that paper too. I love pastels and I love rich colours. Now, I've got this beautiful paper here. It's sort of like an ivory with gold. Beautiful. I love it. And I thought, I've got this beautiful stretchy again trim with some ruffle, and on the top of the ruffle is beautiful gold finish, and I love it. So I have to use that on this one. And it's just a matter of seeing where you want to place it. Do I want it in the middle, vertical or horizontal? you know what, I might put that straight down the middle, and then I'll be able to place something in there, like a little band. Just got to be careful with this one, because actually maybe I won't. It's going to be hard to sew straight because it wants to go wonky when it's not stretched out. So maybe I will put it on the side. This is the thing with me, I'm always changing my mind. So let's okay, I know what I'll do. I'm going to put the paper on the wrong side. And then we're going to sew it from the back. And that way, you sew it from the back across like that. That way you'll just see the ruffle peeking up. I think that's going to look nice. Yeah, this one always wants to, actually I'm going to cut that bit off because it just wants to turn. It's going to be hard to sew. And I can keep that for something else, even though it's just little. So I'm really looking forward to making these journals. The next thing I want to do to prepare for journal making is dye some paper, tea dye, and if you watch Creating with Jovi, Jovi's channel, she's got a beautiful channel, I love her channel, she does a lot of journal making, and she dyes a lot of her papers, and she has this paper, it's looks tea dyed, but then she finishes it off with some gold, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know how she does that, but I want to try different things as well. So that might be coming up in a future video. Now just cut the thread. Now the only thing with doing it from the back is then I get the underside, which doesn't look nice on my machine. And look what's happened here, over there. So I might put some washi tape over that just to hide that. But you can, that's a good thing with crafting. If you make boo-boos, you can always hide them. And sometimes things turn out differently than you expect for that reason. But that's a good thing, because you learn from it. But anyway, I think that looks nice. And I have these two. I've got another pile to do still. I might keep some of this paper to use in journals in other ways, but I've just got a few more sheets that I want to do with all the lace trim. And these two, I thought I would just put maybe some black lace on the top of one, and then maybe with this I can do it on a diagonal. So I'll leave it there. I don't think you want to watch me changing the bobbin and the thread, but that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, I just hope you enjoyed watching the process of me doing that, and I can't wait to start the journals, and of course I'll show you in different stages. I might show you making the odd page here or there, but I'll definitely be showing you the finished journals. So thanks for watching, guys. It's 39 degrees Celsius here today, which I think is about 102 Fahrenheit, and it's going to be 40 degrees tomorrow, which is 104. So yeah, very, very hot this weekend. Hubby and I are going out to some friends for tea, so that'll be nice. And maybe I'll go to the beach with the granddaughters tomorrow night once the sun isn't so hot in the evening. But anyway, wherever you are, I hope you have a lovely weekend, and take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.